Hey, what's up campers? Summer11 here. Welcome to my review of Total Drama, the Ridonculous Race. Episode 6, Brazilian Pain Forest. This is a pretty simple episode, which is great for me because this is actually getting very tedious to review. It takes over 20 minutes to write the review and also review the episode. It's not always 20 minutes, but like that's a good estimate around that time, or above that time or below that time, around that time. Yeah. And I also recorded episodes 3 through 6 in one day, but they'll be coming out at different times on the channel. It's just, it's easier this way. I have some free time, so yeah, you get reviews and all that. But this has like 20-something episodes, and honestly, I think I might be done reviewing Total Drama after I finish this season, because this is really long. This is kind of tedious. I'm not really that invested into it to where like, oh, I really love the show. Like I like the show, but like I don't think I should be doing like reviews of this anymore. So yeah, that's kind of an update or whatever. I'm glad the taxi and the plane scenes are starting to get quicker in the show. Like there's no need for all these scenes of them, oh, we gotta get to the taxi, oh, we gotta get to this plane. We don't need all that. Just go straight into the challenge, you know, like show them on the plane for maybe like a minute or two, and then it's like, oh, we're in another country, let's do this. So Dwayne Sr. keeps the fossil as a present for his wife, you know, the fossil from the last episode that pretty much helped them win, but he drops it, and then that ends up delaying the first plane, which is the one that they're on. It's a good thing the other teams didn't know about this, because I know the ice dancers at least would be pissed off and like probably try something. That might be the point where that could have been the point where they cracked and started doing bad stuff. I don't know. It's nice to get a call back to Total Drama World Tour with Noah and Owen. Like Owen has a fear of planes, like military planes specifically, because of yeah, I think he almost like, what they showed was like footage of him like almost being like blown out of a plane. I don't think that was when he got eliminated. I think that was just like there was a hole in the plane or something like that. But I honestly don't remember, because they don't re-air this show for some reason. And someone's calling, so this review will be stopped. Sorry, I'm probably going to edit that out, but someone called and part of that was picked up. The second plane is filled with cows, and one poops on Taylor. We're not even getting that many fart jokes this season. We're getting poop jokes, people. We are moving up in the world. The twins suffer from their lactose intolerance just from being around cows, and then we get more poop jokes. But I did laugh when one of the twins wanted napkins, because they're out in the forest. Obviously, they don't have toilet paper. He's like, "Can we get some napkins over here?" I'm like, that's even worse. It's not good. The teams have to stick their hands in a mitt full of venomous bullet ants. I'm not sure if that's a real thing, but hey, maybe it is. And then they get the next tip. And the twins knock Lori over, which causes her face to look like a monster due to getting bitten by those ants. Next, the teams have to cross a gorge and then crack open some coconuts for another tip. Some of the contestants are pushing around the twins, and I wish they would get a redeeming moment, or a moment where they just like stand up to everyone. You know, like how we've gotten it before, like when Harold was getting bullied so much and then he got Courtney voted off, or when Cody was getting bullied and then he just punched Duncan in the face. Like, we've gotten it before, so hopefully we get a moment like that this season. Kitty actually does defend them from Taylor, which leads to them helping her and giving her a tip without having her to like stick her hand in the mitt. It was pretty nice having Lorenzo kick MacArthur, but Sanders didn't deserve that. Why'd you kick her, Chet? Why? But at least the drama is back and in full force. I like having the teams mess with each other. That's what Total Drama is all about. It's about the drama, and we're finally getting more of that. The twins fall into the gorge as Spud gets the tip, but it's said by Rick that Spud has a delayed reaction, which makes sense. Spud does get bitten by the bullet ants, but again, the delayed reaction and all that. Plane 1 finally arrives in Brazil, and MacArthur tries to crack open the coconut with her hand, but Sanders takes control finally, which is great because MacArthur it's great, but MacArthur still has a bad attitude about it. She's like, oh, I loosened it for you or something like that. And it's like, you have a hammer right there. You didn't loosen it. You're using skin. You're not that strong. Next, the teams, they have to make costumes. And each member makes one part of the costumes. And once righty started swelling, I just had to switch to the left. Thanks to Jeff for the out-of-context quote of the day. Spud knocks a tree down over the gorge, which is helpful at first, but I figured it was going to crack. And it cracks as soon as the Black Rock, you know, Dwayne, I'm talking about Dwayne The Rock Johnson, not The Rock. It's odd enough that two characters named Dwayne, there's one character named Rock. Are they trying to do a reference there? I don't know. But the Black Rock, Ryan, he gets on the tree, and then it collapses. MacArthur keeps getting tired. She gets tired. I wrote this 5 or 6 hours ago, so it's not written perfectly. But MacArthur, she keeps getting turned down for her terrible designs for the costumes. And Miles makes both of their pieces, and I thought it was hilarious when Lori wasn't facing the camera doing the confessional. It's probably because she's a little bit crazy right now, but I took it as to, like, you know, they don't want her facing the camera because she's that ugly right now. Alliance number 1 has been formed. Emma and Kitty with the twins. Chet and Lorenzo are getting annoying. It's about time they did something with that whole plot point. I mean, they're focusing on the characters, focusing on Taylor, focusing on the Goths and all that. But Chet and Lorenzo, they're getting focused, but they're just fighting all the time. I want something to happen there. Oh, like you went too far with that joke, man, or something like that. Or someone actually steps in and stops them. As the teams crack open their coconuts, there's a bit of conflict between the Dwaynes and the Ice Dancers. I like how Dwayne Sr. sacrificed himself, and then he gave the ticket to the tip to his son. I can't believe, I think it's Josie. I can't believe she threw a coconut at a kid. There's something morally wrong there. So then Jack and Hosey will probably be fighting soon. It just kind of seems like that. It seems like eventually, like, tension is going to just boil over, or tensions are going to run high or something like that, and they're going to start fighting within their own team. The Ice Dancers actually finished their costumes before the others. And what can these guys not do? Like, they're really pushing them for this season. I mentioned that in the, like, all last videos. The Ice Dancers just, they're up there. They're always up there. Next, the teams have to ride a hang glider off a cliff and then finish the challenge. And as you know, this show loves its cliffs. The vegans get a 30-minute penalty because Miles made both parts of the costume, and they were so close to first place. But the Ice Dancers take it again. And as Emma, Kitty, and the twins go off the cliff in the hang glider, well, in their own personal hang gliders, they crash into each other, and then Alliance number 1 is over, and that was like the shortest alliance ever. Spud's hand starts hurting him as they make it to the beach, but the Rockers come running in, beating the vegans as the time limit is up. And I was starting to like them. I was starting to like the vegans, but that's too bad that they lost. And I like a lot of the characters this time around, I guess. But yeah, that's too bad that the vegans are done. And I don't really have any predictions besides what I said before. I want to see more of the Goths. I hope the twins get a good moment in there where they stand up to some people. Maybe Owen will last to the finals. I doubt it, but that's it. Thank you for watching. Add me on social media. Let's be best friends. See you guys later. I'm SirMel11, and peace.